Welcome to another episode of Rock Flag and Hike with your host, just Sean. I'm really excited to be out here. I am in the North Cascades, where I actually have not spent too much time in except when hiking in the PNT and the PCT. So even though it's still the Cascades, man, it is spectacularly gorgeous out here. So I am going to attempt a summit of Sahale Peak. It is about 8,200 feet. I think I have about 5,000 feet of elevation to gain to get up there. There's a lot of people here too. Going up to Cascade Pass, which you can see just behind me, and then it goes up that way. You can't see the peak here. I have some new gear I'm trying out. I have this 23 liter pack, although it says 20 liter on the pack, 23 on the website. It's from Ultimate Direction. It's the same brand that I had, but just a different pack that I use on the enchantments. I was in REI. I was not going to buy another pack, but this one spoke to me. It's a runner style vest setup. The straps are a little bit more comfortable than the other one. The other one just felt like cardboard, and this one actually holds a little bit more as well. I can fit at least 4 liters of water in this too, so this might be my new go-to bag for 2 and 3 day trips. But overall, it's gonna be a fun challenge. Body's feeling good. Got lucky with the trail. Apparently, prior to a few days ago, the road up here was closed, so I was actually counting on having to do a 5-mile road walk up to the trailhead. Don't have to do that anymore, so this day got a lot shorter. It is 6 miles to the summit. I'm probably staying up at a glacier, or at the base of a glacier, so I do plan on bivy-sacking it up there. We'll see though how fast I get through this. If it turns out it only takes me a couple hours to get up there, then this might be a 1-day trip. If not, it'll be a 2-day, and the views will be fantastic. So enough of this talking, let's get hiking. Just back and forth. It's been nice. It's a little bit roasty out here. Not really complaining, except for the flies, man. They're all over the place. I stop moving, they swarm my legs. I got Picadarren, hiker cologne. That should work. I'm hoping that once I get above the tree line, they'll kind of dissipate. We'll see. But it only bothers me if I stop moving. There's something about the North Cascades that, I've said this before in other videos, it makes you feel so insignificant. It's such a cool feeling. That just, you don't mean anything out here, even with all the people that are around. It's just so out there. You know, all the Cascades are beautiful. To the Olympics, all places I've been, but you know, North Cascades are just unique in that aspect, of the way it makes you feel. My impending doom. Cascade Pass. Down there is Cascade Pass, and then up through those snowfields, and there's a glacier right there. I actually saw some people trying to traverse it. So, and I can see a trail that goes kind of through there. This could be worth coming back here to explore some other routes. That would be neat. Well, just about breaking 6,000 feet. It's about a mile and a half to get to the actual peak. You have to traverse something called Sahale Arm. I think it kind of flattens out there a little bit. Knock on wood, we'll see. Yeah, just hiking along, enjoying the views. The first view of Sahale Peak. Morning part right up there. And then a little bit over to the right is Boston Peak, I believe. That could be fun. I forgot to bring my micro spikes, so snow might be soft enough, we'll see. But still, what an adventure. Cool looking peak. I learned my lesson on PCT. Filter your water. Glacial runoff. Hello, Mr. Marmot. Looking good. Enjoying the views? Me too. around here is where I can set up my bivvy. I have no idea where. Apparently there's an outhouse too. That's cool. At least pooper. Pretty beautiful. You can see a trail up the snow. This could get dicey, but I don't have to worry about that right now. Woo! That is Sahale Glacier, and then the peak just beyond there is, well, that's Sahale Peak. I can see a nice route up. There's two people coming down. I think I'll be alright without spikes, to be honest. Even an uncontrolled slide doesn't seem like I would run into anything too bad, so, you know, just gotta be smart and move with intention. But that's for tomorrow. Right now, I'm just trying to find a spot to camp. There's this little rock walls around. Just trying to find a good one to stay in. Get the sunset. Maybe a full moon tonight. At least mostly full. Set up camp for the evening. Got my bivvy all set up. Making some dinner. Nothing fancy, just ramen. I usually don't eat very much the first couple nights out anyways. But feeling good, relatively easy hike up. There's a lot of people around here. Some people coming down. Looks like some people are camping so they can go up in the morning. But yeah, beautiful spot. Just loving it. Beautiful pooper too. Took advantage of that. Probably take advantage of it in the morning too. That one is right there. That one's Sahale Peak. And then the taller one right there is Boston Peak. So I'm hoping that I can tag both of them. Boston Peak is 300, 400, 200 feet higher. So Sahale is, oh, it's about another 1,000 feet up. So camping at about 76. Sahale is 8,600. So, but it's gorgeous out here. As I was looking at the map, I always kind of try to figure out how close am I to the PCT, what relation am I to it, just figure out where I am. And I'm only 8 miles from the PCT as the crow flies, but there's actually a trail in the valley down below that connects to the PCT right around Stehegan, or before that, I was going to take the road to Stehegan, so it's always pretty cool to see like how connected everything is here, how many trails there actually are that go through the wilderness, and it kind of makes it feel a little bit smaller, also more accessible, but it's, you know, there's even a trail that goes through the peaks behind me. There's a traverse that goes all through there, so obviously the Cascades, especially North Cascades, they may look super rugged, but there are a lot of access points. Ooh, rise and grind. Well, what's for breakfast? I'll show you.
you don't know what my usual breakfast is, if you haven't been watching my hikes at all, but 3 packets Starbucks via, 2 packets of Carnation for breakfast. This is a liquid breakfast of champions. Morning routines must be followed. Fueled, ready to go. Whew. There's a goat back down, if you can see it. So wish me good luck. Obviously, I'm not doing this with spikes, which is okay. There's a pretty good established path up. Spikes would be nice, not entirely necessary. Snow is good. It's not very icy. It's a gradual climb up, 1 foot at a time. Do it with intention. Whew. Hello, Mr. Crevasse. Whoa. I can see down there. It's really deep. Oh my God. And it opens up like a V, or the other way, like a pyramid. Wow. That is, it's at least 30 feet down. This is my first glacier travel, so I've never really seen a crevasse open up or up close. Yep, let's stay away from that. Whoa, holy moly. Actually, I wonder if that's Boston Peak. I'm gonna have to look at the maps, but I am gonna traverse up to there and see what I can do. If not, I'll go over there. I've seen boot tracks up there, so it's totally possible. It just might be more of a mountaineers thing. I ain't down for that. But whoa, and there's the peak. Sahale Peak, it's right there. It's like 35 feet. Whoa, whoa. Sahale Peak, put it in the books. Another bagged peak. Feels good to be successful for once. It's been a while. Failed it. The Sierra High Route, failed Mount Adams. Let's see, what else did I fail? Well, it doesn't even matter. I've had successes too. I've actually been climbing a couple other peaks recently. One called Mount Washington, which is just like up the entire 3 miles. It's incredible. It's by Mount Eleanor. And another peak last weekend in a pass. I can't remember the name, Mount Daniels or something. So it's not all failures. Sometimes it's successes. Feels good to be up here though. Straight ahead is Glacier Peak. To the right of that, way off in the distance, is Rainier, looking fine as fuck as usual. And then all the way over here, just to the left of the ridgeline, is Mount Baker. So that's quite a view of the North Cascades south. And right over there in the center-ish is Lake Chelan, at least the northern part of it. It's a long lake. Oh, and just maybe you could see it, there is a fire going on right at Rainy Pass. So
It's putting a hitch in a lot of Sobo PCT hikers' plans. They have the highway closed off there. Well, that's a shame, but it's part of hiking the PCT. So I was wrong, and then I was right. That's actually not Boston Peak, which is a little bit surprising. And it's also surprising it's not Sahale Peak, because that's higher than here. It doesn't really show anything on my map. In fact, the contour lines make it look like it's not as high as this. I don't know, whatever. That one over there is Boston Peak. So what I'm going to try to do is, I know on the map it shows a route going around and then across there. So I'm going to see if I can find a safe-ish way across. I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen, but no harm in trying. I think there's a route across there. That'd be my best guess. Rock is unstable behind me. That rock looks a little bit better. Plus, put on my noggin protector. So at least if I fall down the hill and die, my head will be intact. Open casket? Let's not joke about that. This is some real hand over foot stuff. Trying to follow boot tracks the best I can. You kind of read the rock a little bit. Like, you just kind of look for spots that are a little bit more worn, where there's like finer pieces of dirt, and that you can climb up. But right now, this is I don't know. It's fun so far. It's a little nerve-wracking. I keep thinking about how I'm going to get down. Getting up is relatively easy. It's getting down is the fun part. And I just kind of zigzag down through there. So it's, what a Sunday. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go after Boston Peak. I don't really want to do that. Done enough hand over foot climbing up here. And there's some climber ropes there. Usually, if you want your sign, and you've gone far enough, you don't want to do mountaineering, there's your sign. For me, this is real butt puckering. Well, I have a healthy respect for heights. Really, my mantra for this is move with intention. Slowly, just move with intention. Whoa! A little slippage there. My goal for ending this, I'm gonna try to trail run, I guess it's called running, down the rest of the way. About 5 miles. I did it last week on a climb down from, I'm not even gonna say the mountain because I know it's just gonna be wrong, but that was with other people. It's pretty fun experience. Surprisingly, my knees and my ankles were fine. I just have to be careful. We'll see how it goes. Don't mind me. Just pass it. Come on. Healthy respect. Thank you. Good. I couldn't have a successful hike if I didn't bleed a little, or at least hurt myself. A little trippy on a log. Just a little bit of blood there. I just felt like I had too much in my body, so I had to get rid of some. But anyways, back to the run. I think I got about 1.5 miles left. Been pretty good, nice and solid. It is a lot easier going down than it is going up. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. It's pretty good. Peaks were bagged, trails were hiked, trails were ran. I'm really liking my new Ultimate Direction Pack Fast 20. It is better than the other UD one, which I think is UD Rack something. I don't know, still a good pack, but this one's more comfortable. All around fits me better. Yeah, so, ooh, bugs down here are bad. I'm gonna go finish this off. Till next time, keep on blazing.